Hey, yo, what's good, Montana fam? It's your boy, StaxMontana, man, back out here with the reaction video, man. Listen, bro, apparently Jen, she dropped a story time with telling a story about how me and her our first date went, okay? And I'm about to check it out. I haven't watched it yet. Of course, I know how the first date went, but I want to hear from her perspective how it went, how it flowed, how your boy did on that first date. You feel me? Now, you might be looking at the title of this video, and really, I got it from the title of her video. You feel me? That's what she said. She said right here, Stax grabbed my butt on our first date, and it got my attention. Now, look, I don't know what she mean by that, but I do remember cuffing the, you feel me? Cuffed it right on up. Cuffed. Off the rip, I cuffed it. Let's see what she got to say, man. We ain't gonna waste too much time. Let's see what she got to say. Let's see if it was if she was capping or she kept it a buck. Let's see.
You guys have been asking me for a part 2 of how
All right, first of all, we hear this music. I already know she about to say some bull.
I met Stax, and this is gonna be a video covering our first date. Now, if you're new here, my name is Miss T. I play a variety of video games,
Get to the point.
love WWE and sports. Lately, I've been tapping into my IRL bag, and in this video, I'm gonna be telling you guys about our first date.
This music made me feel like something sneaky about to be said.
And just a disclaimer, there are 2 versions of this story, the more innocent side and a little bit more explicit, but we're gonna keep it classy for the purpose of this video. And you already know what to do. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's jump into this.
I know what she's talking about.
Where do we even begin with this one? Because there's a lot to uncover here. This is gonna be the story of my first date with Stax. And if you saw my last video, you know him and I met in Orlando, Florida. And once we got back from that trip is when he asked me out on our first date. Now, when we got back from Orlando, that is where we started to build more chemistry. And it's funny because once we got back from that trip, him and I really used to only talk on Discord. So like I would stream late night on Twitch, and then after my Twitch streams, I used to jump on Discord and we used to like voice chat or sometimes video chat for hours. I'm telling you, hours. And actually he asked me out on our first date.
So far, so good. Everything true so far. Everything true. Even down to the intro. There's a classy version, and then there's an explicit version. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. But so far, everything true. We used to be up on Discord chit-chatting, video chatting after her streams almost every night for hours. I'm talking about to like 5 a.m. type. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. All right, let's get back in.
I knew that sports have always been my thing, and I'm just totally a sporty girl. And I knew he loved the New York Knicks. I knew about his favorite sports teams, and he knew about my favorite sports team.
What was that for?
But he had asked me out on a date to Madison Square Garden to go watch the Knicks play. He told me that he was able to get some tickets, and he gave me some options of like which.
Let me tell you something, man. Well, you know, first date, yo, the Garden. Look, that's a sacred place. You feel me? Like, not everybody gets welcome to the Garden. That's a sacred place. You know what I'm saying? And I had some fire tickets. Come through, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Games I wanted to see.
That's how you do it.
Now, the options weren't that great. I think at the time it was like the Houston Rockets, the Timberwolves, and like one other team. And we were going based off of our schedule. So that's why the options weren't all that great. The Knicks weren't playing the best competition. But I ended up telling him, like, yeah, I don't mind seeing the Timberwolves versus the Knicks. Like, let's make it happen. And he totally made it happen. He got the tickets and we set the date. The date came, and I remember I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm about to go on a date with this guy. I was a little nervous.
Brag on me.
I wore this like black corset with these jeans. I'm not even gonna lie.
I remember when she pulled up, and I remember when she pulled up, and I seen her with the trench coat with the corset top. Bringing back memories.
you. I was looking right. Y'all know I be coming correct.
Bringing back memory.
Dolled up, you know I'm coming correct. And remember, around the time, it was not so hot, not too cold. So I threw on my long leather trench coat. So that's exactly how I wanted to come through. You know, it's a first impression, a first date. Those matter a lot. Agreed to meet at my local train station and just take the train because it was the easiest way to get to New York City. It leaves us like right there at Madison Square Garden, Penn Station. You guys know, for my New Yorkers, if you know, you know.
Yep.
So guys, I'm not even gonna lie to you. When
we
met at the train station, you know, he was looking nice. He had a white hoodie on, some pants, and some Timbs. You know, I was looking real cute, whatever. And the moment we saw each other, we were just kind of smiling and so happy just to see each other again. We had that instant chemistry from the moment we met. In Orlando, it continued in New Jersey. Like, I kid you not. And remember, I told you, like, this story could be a little innocent, a little bit more spicy. And so when we met, we actually hugged each other, and it was the longest hug I've ever had. Like, we hugged each other and we didn't let go. And Stax, because y'all know he's a funny guy, he literally took his hand and literally just gripped my cheeks.
Now let me tell you something. She said I'm a funny guy. Wasn't nothing funny about that. It wasn't a joke. When I put the squeeze on them cheeks, I meant that. It was, I ain't smile, crack a laugh, a joke, nothing. I meant that. Yeah. Funny guy.
Now, you know, I got not a handful, but 2 handfuls. So he gave me 2 handfuls, and I was like, damn.
But yo, let me tell you something, bro. It's nothing like the feeling of accomplishing a goal, right? Like, maybe your goal is to make it to the league. So when you finally make it to the league, you just overcome with emotion. I was on her gram. I knew what it was looking like. I knew the thing was, you know what I'm saying? I knew that thing was like that. So in my mind, I'm like, I gotta feel it. I gotta squeeze it. I want to see what it feels like in real life, not for play. I needed to see. So I took my moment. When I had it, she hugging on me. She hugging me around the waist. Like she said, it was a very long hug. I'm like, the time is now. I'm John Cena. The time is now. Bro, I almost picked her up off her feet the way I was gripping. Let me not, like she said, it's an explicit story, and I'm going to keep it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to play how she playing it, bro.
Oh my goodness, this grip is crazy. And I ain't gonna lie to you guys.
I told you.
I liked it. Okay, I liked it. I liked the grip. It was good. I didn't know I was in it for that.
I told.
Like, I didn't know it was gonna be like that.
I almost picked her up off her feet.
So I liked it or whatever. And listen, guys, I'm a girl that, you know, just loves to have fun. And I
feel like I had the world. I'm sorry, I felt like I had the world in the palms of my hand. And the world was soft. And the world was jiggly. And the world was squishy, tasty.
It's totally okay with him gripping me and touching me like that because, you know, we did establish before we even had this date that, you know, we do like each other and we were flirty and stuff through text message and all that. So I was okay with him, you know, giving me a hug and then giving me that grip, you know, showing me that he really likes me,
emphasizing
really wants me. I thought it was super sexy, but whatever. We didn't kiss though when we met because I wasn't gonna kiss him right there. Like, I thought that would have been a little too cheesy. So the grip on the cheeks was cute, you know, it was fine. It was like whatever. So it was time to get ready and get on the train. He ended up buying both of our tickets, which I really like. I like that he took care of everything. He didn't expect me to pay for anything, which was nice. I love an independent man. I love a man who takes care of the girl he's interested in. So that was definitely a plus for me. And at this point, I still did not give him no kiss or nothing because I didn't want to be too cheesy. I didn't want to be too much. And I kind of wanted to keep him like on his toes. And I knew he wanted to kiss me because he kept looking at me like he wanted to kiss.
See, this is where things start to get a little bit tangled, all right? This is where she wanted to kiss me. I'm gonna keep it real. You see these, look. Let me get it right first. See these? When I hit these, look, this is my signature. I'm gonna show y'all my signature. When I hit this, you know what I'm saying? They look nice, plump. You know what I'm saying? I got the little Cupid's bow right here too. The ladies, they love the lips. I caught her staring at the, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you wanna, we could take it there, cause I know she wanted to. She even saying she didn't want to seem cheesy. That's the only reason she didn't. She wanted me. She wanted to. For sure she did. For sure.
It's me, and I was like holding back. So we ended up boarding the train, and him and I are sitting next to each other, and we are just, you know, getting to know each other more and talking and just laughing and, you know, just interacting. And he was looking at my eyes. I was looking at him. He was, you know, like snuggled up against me, but we still did not kiss. And
yo, why? Yo, she was. Yo, what do? All right, I just want to paint the picture for y'all. What do it look like? Me snuggling up on her, right? You feel me? Like, y'all get where I'm coming from. She was right here, bro. I had the arm around. She was right here, bro, right here. She wasn't going. She was right here. She was snuggling on me. Come on, Jenny.
Eventually, he told me, like, yeah, I really want to kiss you. And I was like, so do it then. And it's funny because, like, we now have that insider. Like, I always tell him that. I'm like, so do it then, you know? And I always tease him. I think it's fun. And it's also healthy to kind of tease the person that you really like. And then, you know, it just makes things a little spicy or whatever. So, yes, we did share our first kiss on the train. And let me tell you guys.
Tell him.
It was good, okay? It was good. It was good. It was great. Did I say good? I meant phenomenal. It was real steamy. We shared a steamy kiss on the train, and then we made it to Madison Square Garden. But before we got into Madison Square Garden, the train leaves you at Penn Station, which is like the train station, and then once you go up the stairs, then there's Madison Square Garden, literally right there. For the people that don't live in the tri-state area, and I was a little bit hungry. He knows I'm obsessed with Dunkin' Donuts, so he took me to my favorite place. He was like, we're gonna take you to your favorite place, let's go get a little bit of Dunkin'. Introduced me to the bacon, egg, and cheese on an English muffin, because I would normally get it on a croissant, but let me tell you, Stax be putting me on to some good stuff. And I just remember they made it perfectly. Like, the day couldn't have been any more perfect. I bit into the bacon, egg, and cheese on the English muffin, and it was so soft. The cheese was nice and melted. The bacon was nice and crispy. It wasn't burnt. It was perfect, like something straight out of a movie. I'm like, damn, this tastes amazing. Shared it with him, and we were just talking and just laughing. It was so sweet. It was so special. And, you know, at the train station, you know, he and I were just like very flirtatious, and we got into Madison Square Garden. We got passed through security, and I remember this was my first time at Madison Square Garden for an NBA game. I had never seen the Knicks. And it's funny, I've been living in New Jersey all my life. I never gone to see the Knicks. Barclays before, but I never been to Madison Square, so this was my first time. It was so cool, guys. Like, going through Madison Square Garden, like on our way to our seats, I got to see some wrestling memorabilia. Like, they had, you know, Ric Flair's boots, and they also had like Hulk Hogan's memorabilia of like historical things that happened at Madison Square Garden. I was having an amazing date with an amazing man, and I was just enjoying myself, but also I was soaking in what I really love. Like, I love sports, I love, you know, wrestling.
I like the way she's telling this story.
Also remember that we went to get food. Like, Stax had access to some like lounge they had at Madison Square Garden, so we actually got to go to like this lounge suite.
Come on, man.
And they had all sorts of food. Like, all you had to do is literally go in there, pick whatever you want, and sit down. Like, it was amazing.
Do it the biggest.
They have so much good food. Before the game started, we sat and we ate. The food was good. Me and him, we just, you know, we're cuddled up and we were just enjoying each other's presence. And I remember that, like, we took some photos. And it's so funny. We couldn't get our hands off of each other. Like, we were so crazy about each other. We went to our seats, and overall, the game was actually really good. You know, the Knicks versus the Timberwolves.
See who winning right there.
I got to see some of my favorite veterans.
115, 111. You saw that.
I could never, like, have a terrible time at a sporting event. Like, I love going to sports games. I love going to, like, wrestling shows, whatever. You name it, I'm going to have a good time there. So it didn't matter what team was playing, I was gonna enjoy it either way. We got back to the train station. He was gonna give me a ride back home because I originally got to the train station in an Uber because I didn't want to drive my car. In my area, it's like so tough to get parking, so I ended up taking an Uber to the train station.
See, this is the important part. This is the important part. Let's see how much detail she shared about, like, after the date, like after we left the garden, after the game was over. Let's see what she says.
But he was okay with taking me back home. And I remember, like, I got to his car, and at the time he was driving the Mercedes. He doesn't drive the Mercedes anymore, but it was a really nice car. I liked that the car was clean. Something that I looked at, because if his car would have been messy, that kind of would have been a red flag. But his car was super clean. It was not filthy. I could tell he took care of his car, which I liked. When I sat in the car, I kind of looked over at him and he looked over at me, and we didn't want to, like, say bye to each other. Like, we didn't really want to call the night off because, like, we were having such a good time. Like, we didn't want to end the night. So I ended up telling him, like, you know, you don't have to go home just yet.
Where's she taking this? Hold on, let me just finish this.
Yeah, like, we don't have to go home. If you don't gotta be there for any specific reason, then, like, you know, we can hang out a little bit more. And he was like, oh yeah, like, of course. And we ended up driving to, like, the waterfront area in my town. And that's where the story ends, okay? Because that's all I'm gonna tell you guys, okay? So let me know if you guys want more videos on me and Stax, or just any more story times in general. I do kind of want to do, like, a Q&A, so if you guys have any questions that you guys come up with and want to ask me or ask us, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll be sure to look at those. I do want to do a Q&A and some more story times for you.
All right, that's gonna wrap it up, man. Look. I'll be honest. Most of what she said was true. Who was cuddling up to who? That's, you know, that's he said, she said at this point. You know what I'm saying? That situation, that exact moment, was probably like almost 2 years ago now. Me and Jim been locked in for a while. But. And then, like, who wanted to kiss? I feel like it was more mutual than she was trying to say. But, you know, I'll give it to her, because I can't lie and say I didn't want to. So I'll give her that. You know what I'm saying? But overall, she kept it a buck. She kept it. She told the clean version of the story. It's super clean. Like, she took out a lot of details. You know what I'm saying? But she, you know what I'm saying? She told the story. You know what I'm saying? I was gripping on that. You know what I'm saying? On that thing real, but. You know, I like it. I like overall, you know what I'm saying? She kept it a buck. Make sure y'all go check out her channel. I left the links to her channel and her Twitch in the description, so go make sure y'all check her out, man. She be streaming as well, if you didn't know. Her socials was on the screen, so make sure you go follow her on her socials as well. But yeah, she kept it real in the story. She kept it a real story. See, look, I didn't know where she was gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? So I you know, where she left it, I'ma leave it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna add no more detail. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like if she wanted it to be told to wait, she would have told it like that. You feel me? So I'm gonna just let it rock, man. Appreciate y'all for watching this video. Make sure you go check out her video. Show her some love on her channel, man. Subscribe to her stuff. Subscribe over here. Drop a like over here, man. We appreciate you. But yeah, she got her real. She gave her real on this one. She gave her real on this one. I gotta give her credit. But Montana fam, till next time, baby. We out. Yeah.
Hey, no, I've been gone for a minute, but trust me, I'm back and the young nigga locked in. I feel like I'm on my way. See, this is the draft and young in the top pick. Devil be hitting my phone, they answer the call. Got too many options. Play with my family, my kin. You might fuck around and go get your top in. No, I've been gone for a minute, but trust me, I'm back and the young nigga locked in. I gotta get to the bag so I can.